Good afternoon, guys, and happy Sunday to all of your sunshiny faces. I will share with you guys my Jewel and Aldi haul. We spent under 40 bucks at Jewel, and it was about under 10 bucks at Aldi. We just had a couple things that we needed to pick up, so I'll share everything that we ended up getting with you guys. There's just a couple sale things at Jewel. However, one item, well, two of the items, I guess there was a coupon supposed to go with them, did end up coming off. There was another item, my dad picked up the wrong one, and we ended up completely overpaying because it was not on sale or part of the sale, but the coupon still actually came off, so I'll have to share that with you guys when I get to it. But unfortunately, it should have been $149, I think, for it or something like that. We ended up, or $199 maybe, I think $149. We ended up paying $6.99 for it. So like I said, I'll have to share that with you guys when I get there. But yeah, it was one thing that I wasn't too happy about, because like I said, my dad was just like, oh, okay, I can pick out anything, and I was more concerned with the different things, so I'll share with you guys that in a second. But because of that, I wasn't looking at what he was getting. I was just like, yeah, you pick out any of these ones, like here, and I pointed it out to him, and he went and picked one off a different part of the shelf. So anyways, I'll share with you guys what we ended up doing there at Jewel and Aldi today. So these were the items we ended up picking up from Jewel. We ended up paying $37.85, and we ended up saving $48.93. I also ended up getting a $15 gift card of something though, but I didn't include that in this, so I subtracted that. But like I said too, had I had the proper coupon come off, that was supposed to be $2, and also to the item that we picked up that we weren't supposed to at the right price, would have looked a little bit less money, like probably closer to like 35, probably under 35 bucks, which I think is pretty good. So let me start off with the coupon that did not come off. The Mountain Dew Kickstarts, I keep doing this deal every once in a while. They have this coupon out again, and then the coupon never winds up almost taking off ever. The Mountain Dew Kickstarts are on sale for $1.50, and so I bought two for $3, and there's a $2 off 2 coupons, so it should make them 50 cents each. Coupon didn't come off, so I ended up overpaying a little on that. And then this accelerator, like energy drink, that's on sale for $2. There's a $1 off coupon, making it $1, so pretty good deal. That coupon came off. Some of the advertised deals that they did have going on, the Doritos were on sale, or the Frito-Lay's family or party size were on sale for $3.33, so I picked up the Doritos. They also had pumpkins on sale for $1.99, so we picked up one of those. They also had these Green Giant, different types of, like, not instant, but like fast potatoes or whatever it is, on sale for $1.99 after coupon. That was also a part of like the advertised just for you deals. They also had Oreos on sale, the family size packs, for $2.99. You had to buy 2 at that price to get them for that, with the coupon, so we picked up 2 of those. They also had Oberweis ice cream on sale for $1.99, and then they also had the Signature Select quick oats, or old-fashioned oats, I believe, were $1.49. And then they also had the Quaker, now this is where we screwed up, the Quaker oatmeal. So my dad picked up the protein kind, which is not included in the sale. However, the coupon still comes off because it's $1 off of like Quaker oatmeal. So they're supposed to be on sale for $2.49, I think, and then the $1 comes off, making them $1.49. So this though was $7.99 regular price, the protein kind, which again the coupon came off, so I paid $6.99 for it, which is ridiculous. I would never pay that much for oatmeal. My dad likes it, my mom sort of likes it too, but again, they're not huge oatmeal people that they needed it, especially for that price. So that was way, like I said, compared to $1.50 I was supposed to pay. And then that one, like I said, I told my dad, I was like, oh, pick out these ones or whatever. I didn't even see what he was looking at because I was paying attention to this other one, and was looking it up on my phone. So like I said, I didn't even see what he ended up throwing in the cart. And then like I said, when I checked my receipt, I was like, oh my gosh, you got the wrong kind. So anyways, like I said, you have to sort of just live with that. But I was looking at this other deal. So they had this Quaker instant oatmeal. Now this one is the Indulgent or something like that. It says it nowhere on the box, but when you actually look at like the coupon, it says that that's the kind. It was either the chocolate, or they had a cookies and cream, which I didn't see, so we just picked up the chocolate kind. But they were these different colored, sort of like blue boxes. And those ones were also the same, but they didn't have that advertised, but they did have $1 off of specifically just this kind, which was also on sale for $2.49. So I got that one for $1.49, and I did not get, like I said, the actual advertised one because my dad picked up the wrong kind. So, like I said, a little unfortunate there, but we ended up doing those deals. They had a couple other deals that were going on that were just like regular sales. They had raspberries and blackberries were on sale for 99 cents. My store only had raspberries left, so we just went ahead and picked up those. They also had their like buy 4 and you save, you know, you get the items at the, you know, designated price. They had spaghetti on sale for 79 cents, so I picked up 4 of these to get them so that it would get the sale, and then also just so we could stock up a little on spaghetti because that's actually a pretty good price. And then they also had 2, which might not be advertised or for everybody's account, that they have the coupon available, but they did have the Signature Care hand soaps on sale for 99 cents, and they had a 50 cent off 2 coupon, making them 74 cents each, which is a pretty good price. So I think everything else we did end up picking up. They had everything else in the store, but like I said, we just had that one mistake with the oatmeal that we ended up way overpaying for. And then like with the Kickstarts, those weren't, again, like, you know, I wouldn't have picked them up for $1.50 because a lot of times I can get like energy drinks and stuff like that normally for $1, like right around like $1.25, something like that. So I wouldn't have picked those up without the coupon or whatever. But again, too, I was like, I know sometimes this coupon doesn't always wind up working. Sometimes it does, and then sometimes it doesn't. I don't know if it's supposed to be like on the bigger packs, but they just say off of 1 or off of 2 any Kickstarts or you know, like drinks, whatever. I think they call them soda drinks actually, but like I said, they say it on there, and then, you know, like in the coupon, but they don't say like a specific size. They don't say single, but they only show like when you click on it that it's available for the single kind and not the multi-packs, which I think they sell them in as well. I've never bought them before in the multi-packs. I just know that they sell the single ones, so again, you'd assume that that's the coupon it would work for, since that's what it says. Like if you click on the coupon in the Jewel app, it'll show you like available items that, you know, match up with that coupon, and that's one of them, and it just says off of 2. It doesn't specifically say like the singles or multi-pack or whatever. And like I said too, it doesn't even show a multi-pack when you click on the coupon, so I'd assume that that's what it's supposed to work on, but it half the time doesn't wind up working. So I might not even do that if I ever see that deal again, because half the time, like I said, it's not working. So again, overpaid a little bit, but still really good deals that were going on this week at Jewel. And then over here, this is what we ended up picking up at Aldi. We only spent $8.99 for all of these items, which included tax. Bananas are normal price 58 cents a pound. We got a little over 2 pounds for $1.25. We also picked up sour cream that was actually on like lower price, like sort of rollback-ish, you know, sale. It was $1.69. We got hamburger buns for 99 cents. That's the main reason I need to make sure I finish this right now, because we were getting ready to eat. So I'm running through this so I can share that with you guys, so I can get this out to our hamburgers to go with our hamburgers tonight. And then also too, we picked up the like the butter spread, which was $4.99, and I think that is cheaper than Jewel's, or sorry, at Walmart's price. I think I figured it was about 13 cents per ounce at Walmart, and I think this is a little bit less than that for $4.99 for 45 ounces. So like I said, I think that that's a tiny bit less than that, but that's what they have available as like the cheapest. So there's a huge thing. Again, we spent a little bit more on that, but it's a huge giant thing full of but it's a big thing of butter, so we won't be going through it really anytime soon. So that's what we ended up picking up at Aldi. Again, just a couple little fill-in things that I knew we were out of, but not a whole ton of stuff really going on. They didn't even have any really like advertised produce sales that were cheaper than any other store that I saw this week. Well guys, I'm gonna take a shower now and get to bed. Shared with you guys the grocery haul from earlier today. We ended up, like I told you guys, doing burgers for dinner tonight, and I did shrimp, and then I did my hamburger as well for dinner. So I think I was telling you guys too, tomorrow I plan on doing pork chops, and I will do those most likely little potato thingies that I got today from Jewel. So that's all trying to use up some of the stuff that we're buying. You know, like I honestly, I forgot that I had the pork chops. I ended up doing them I don't know, like a few weeks, several weeks or a few months ago, something like that. And I had a couple, I think I had like 2 different varieties, but I think maybe like 4 bags or something like that of pork chops. And I forgot that I had them out in the freezer, and then I went out there and I was like, oh, these are out there. And I was like, well, pork chops and potatoes, they go well together, so we'll just do that for tomorrow. So I need to go through the freezer and figure out what I have out there, and you know, go through everything and do a list, because I had one and I was doing fairly good at staying up to date with it for like, I'd say several months really. It was like all of spring up until like midsummer, and then I sort of stopped staying super on top of it, only because what I realized I started doing, and I think that this was again more around summertime, was that like I would wind up like, you know, we'd buy hamburgers or something like that from the grocery store, like, you know, the pub burgers or something like that, and I would just freeze them straight away when I would you know, like we'd get back from the grocery store. I wouldn't even like put them in the fridge or anything like that. I'd just go straight to freezing them, and so then I'd forget to put them down on the list and like keep it updated, and so that's what I was doing with a lot of stuff too. I was just like making the stuff straight away, instead of normally being like, I would a lot of times do like my meal prep Monday sort of thing, and I would do like, you know, okay, we got chicken breast, you know, I will do, you know, like whatever meal I was planning on making with it, and then again do the freezer dinners for it. And I would normally do that on Monday, but like I said, for some reason, especially over the summers, it seemed like I was, you know, like just like, okay, we just got this stuff, I'll just freeze it, you know, like it is. I was taking like, you know, whatever it was, like I said, the you know, hamburgers, or, you know, again, chicken, you know, pork, whatever I was doing or something like that. And sometimes if I didn't have to prep it either, I wasn't keeping a very up-to-date account of what I had in the freezer. So I wasn't updating like when, you know, the stuff that I was actually putting into the freezer. And then too, I started to not update the stuff when I was taking it out and using it too. So now I'm sort of back to that whole, I'm not really sure what's out in the freezer right now, and I need to figure that out and probably go through it all, which it would be better to do actually probably now. It's a little bit cooler out, just because I can leave some of the stuff, like I'll still put everything in like coolers, but like I can do it and not be like, okay, in 20 minutes in a 90-degree hot day, it's all gonna go bad, you know. I have some more time when, you know, again, like it's 50 degrees out, 40 degrees out at night, depending on when I wind up doing it. I have some time if I put everything in coolers and just, you know, real quick sort of go through everything, and then put everything back in the freezer. So like I said, it'll work out actually better trying to do it now than it would be over the summer. So that's why like I stopped sort of staying super up to date with this stuff over the summer, and then I started to realize, like I was saying, that you know, I was like, I can't really just do this now because it's so hot outside, and I don't want to you know, like I said, you know, have all this stuff go bad because I, you know, took too long, or, you know, it was, you know, I was going through everything and I didn't have enough time. And again, it's hard to do that when it's 90 degrees outside, even if you're keeping everything in coolers and stuff like that. So and I have to be able to move some of this stuff out to be able to see what's in there. So I have to, you know, I don't have to take everything out, but again, I have to move some of this stuff so at least I can see what's in there, because again, we have the big chest freezer outside. So yeah, long story short, I need to get a little bit better at, you know, getting that stuff sort of, you know, updated again, because I had a big list that I kept on my computer, and I also had it on my phone too. It was on my like Google Drive, and so I had it on there, and so it was useful though, because I could just update it on my phone if I didn't have enough time, or update it on my computer if I was doing like a whole, like, you know, setup sort of meal prep day. But now, like I said too, it's just I got so far sort of behind with it, and just like, you know, not keeping it updated, that I don't really know, and it needs to be a whole nother, again, sort of just go through the entire thing and update everything that's out there. For the most part, I still sort of know what's out there, but it's a matter of also sort of finding some of the stuff too, because I'm like, I know that there's also too like a couple of like things that I bought for myself that were like freezer meal sort of things, and I can't find them out there right now. Like I was looking for, I think I had some type of like frozen like vegetarian bowl or something like that. I don't remember if it was like a burrito bowl or like something, but I was like, I know this is out here because I kept seeing the box, and I was like, I really should try that. I really should try that. And now, like a couple days ago, I was like, oh, I'm gonna try that, and then I couldn't find it in the freezer, and I was like, what happened? Where did it go? Where did I end up moving it to, and how did it get buried out here and everything like that? So yeah, like I said, I need to go through that. But I will say though, for the most part, pantry in the the laundry room that we have has stayed like organized. And like I know where everything is too and can find everything. Like I told you guys too, I was able to easily find that can of carrots yesterday for the chicken noodle soup that I was making. That I didn't know was in there, but I know like the section of where I have all of the canned vegetables in the pantry, so I was able to just look there and I was like, oh, we do have canned carrots, so I was able to use that. So like I was saying, you know, like that has stayed organized, and I did that I think right before Christmas because I wanted to get it organized before we did all of our big baking and everything like that. So again, for the most part, that's actually pretty organized. Our snack cabinet is a disaster, but my dad keeps saying, he's like, oh, I'm gonna clean that out, I'm gonna clean that out, but it's honestly too, guys, like just in general, it's hard to get anything done during football season because like, you know, and also too, again, my mom works on the weekends, so then my dad's only home on the weekends, so it's like, and my dad works during the day, a regular job, and then goes in football and then works, you know, and coaches, you know, and he's sometimes not back until like, I think they get back at like 6 o'clock or later at night. My dad leaves for work at like 4 in the morning or something like that. He is gone like all day long. And then again too, my mom is normally working on the weekends, night shift, so she is gone overnight, but then she's home during the day, but she's a lot of time sleeping. So you know, like I said, there's just like not a lot of time too where I can be like, okay, I need to do this, but I need help doing this or whatever. So Jack's actually off of school tomorrow, but he does have football practice in the morning for like 2 hours, I think. But because my mom is working, he's gonna have to walk there, and then he's gonna have to walk back because most likely by the time he gets back home, she'll be asleep. So she's not gonna be able to pick him up, and she won't be here, I don't think, to be able to drop him off. So like she might not be back in time. So either way, Jack is going to be home from school tomorrow, though he does have that. So that is one person that if I wanted to try and get some stuff done tomorrow, hopefully I can have a little bit of help doing some things. But like, you know, again, it's tough for me too. Like I can't get to all of the things too. Like I like to have my time too, like sort of on my own to get things done, but I also like to have other people's help. Like it's just more convenient if like, you know, like when I need to deep clean the refrigerator, if I just have one other person to like clean out the cabinet, you know, like not the cabinets, but like wipe down the fridge and stuff like that while I like go through everything and reorganize it, and then somebody else like actually washes down the refrigerator and can help me like take this stuff out at the same time too. It's so much more helpful and it goes so much faster, and also too, I don't get like annoyed and like bored and like, you know, just again wanting to give up like very quickly because I have somebody else to like keep me motivated to keep going. But like I said, when I'm by myself, I'm like, okay, I did one shelf, that's good, I'll do another shelf later, and then the other shelf never comes. I never wind up getting to the other ones. So but like I said, when I have somebody else that like is with me to keep me motivated, then I can actually do the whole thing and get the whole thing done. So that's not really something that needs to be done. Like my dad just sort of like cleaned it out just recently. We didn't like deep clean it, but like again, like deep clean and then like clean too. Like we take everything out and then like wipe the shelves down, but like not like deep clean. Like we take the like whole things out, like wipe down the whole inside of the refrigerator. A lot of times too, like I will wash off the jars and things like that that are in there, because if something does wind up spilling, then it winds up all over like everything else that's in there too. Like if you wind up getting like leftovers that you spilled, or again somebody spills a drink or something like that and they're like, oh, I cleaned it up, but then you find out that it was underneath a jar too, and then it's all like all over that, or something sticky. I think I told you guys too when that happened with our maple syrup. I was convinced that we had maple syrup, and I was like, we had to have had maple syrup because it spilled all over the refrigerator, and we never found the maple syrup. So I think it spilled and somebody threw it away because they thought it was empty, but it turns out it was not empty. It was full, but spilled in the refrigerator. So that was fun to clean up maple syrup everywhere. But that was one of those times where we had to deep clean the refrigerator because it was a mess everywhere, and then too, it's all sticky all over all the other jars and things like that. And just too, when you like use something, you know, if you're like, oh, I'm using the jelly or whatever, and you undo the jelly thing and you get it like on the outside of the container, like, you know, the jar, and then you go and put it back in there, then sometimes it gets on other stuff or it drips, you know, then it's on like the shelves and stuff like that. And that's the point where like normally, like I said, when I'm like deep cleaning it, I like to clean everything off, like even like I said, the jars and the, you know, all that kind of stuff that's in the fridge, because sometimes, like I said, it gets messy in there. So anyways though, guys, I will see you all in tomorrow's vlog. If you guys did enjoy today's, make sure you guys give a big old thumbs up. If you guys are new, we'd love if you'd subscribe, and I'll see all of your sunshiny faces tomorrow. So bye, guys.